If I can have your attention, please. Attention, please. Our graduates will be coming through both of these doors. So if you're in this area right back here and you're standing, you need to find a place to sit. We do have some spots that don't have names on them, so at this point, go ahead and take those seats. Not the ones that have names on them, those are reserved. And so, okay, I don't see them yet, but as soon as I do, if you would stand as they come in and your pomp and circumstance, I just don't see them yet. So they're going to be headed our way in just a short second. So know that when they come in, feel free to stand so that maybe you can see them. They look good though, I saw them in the hallway. They're not hot, no corrosion or anything. They're just, cool as cucumbers. Not nervous. So if you're standing, I need you to find somewhere to sit, please. Ms. Nelson, can you see our... did a great job of standing, and I'm going to ask you to do it one more time. If you're able, please stand for the national anthem.
It's hard.
Thank you to our EHS band and guitar section. Thank you very much for the entrance and the Star Spangled Banner. Good evening, everyone. I want to thank our school board and our superintendent for being here tonight. And I want to send a huge thank you to our grad committee who both decorated the gym and planned the fun grad party for our graduates. There were hours and hours of preparation by our facilities team and our tech team, and I know none of that is usually seen by y'all because you get here and it's perfect, and so maybe we could use some air conditioning next year. Today is a day of joy, reflection, and celebration. On behalf of the graduating class, I'd like to begin by thanking every parent, every guardian, grandparent, family member, and friend who took the time and efforts to be here today. You've stood beside these graduates through their early school years, homework struggles, late night study sessions, and I would guess some all-nighters, and moments when they wanted to give up on their goals or ambitions. And also tonight, we take a moment to honor those who are not able to be here. Some because of distance, others because they've passed on. We carry their memory with us in our hearts, and we feel their love in every step we take forward. Their absence is felt deeply, but their impact lives on through all of you. Through every accomplishment, every goal achieved, and all the dreams you chase. To those parents, one of our teachers, and loved ones who are no longer with us, we miss you, we honor you, and we thank you. We know you'd be proud. To all of our families and friends, both present and remembered, thank you for helping us help us celebrate this class of 2025. I now invite our salutatorian, Maria Fernanda Valle Arvitu, to the stage.
January 11, 2022. My favorite animal is a butterfly. Most people in my everyday life, I know this information already. I make it pretty evident by wearing butterfly pendants and earrings and rings. But there are secrets that lay between my journal and I. Most people do not know that butterflies became my favorite animal after someone close to me told me that those who have passed away take their form. They do this to take care of us. Only my journal knows that after that was said to me, I started picturing every walking soul on this land as a little winged creature. Only my journal truly knows how important butterflies are to me. Where I repeated the same entry. Butterflies are my favorite animal on more than one occasion, such as June 11, 2022 and January 2nd, 2024. You see, for me, the world is divided into butterfly stages and types. And I don't really mean the colors or the shapes of them. Well, the heart, the soul, and the way that people move through adversity. There is the cocoon stage. People are still laying in a comfortable place, waiting for that sudden transformation. 4 years ago, I was part of that stage. I was a scared little worm creeping in this very same gymnasium for the very first time. I spoke a distinct language. I had a particular tint in my skin. The kids around me spoke in a way too quickly for me to understand, and they used words. There was a feeling of loneliness as I cried in the bathroom of this school on my very first day of high school. I simply did not belong. Neither did my accent, nor my skin color, nor my soul. At least that's what I thought when I wrote on my journal, maybe I cannot do this. I am not as strong as I thought. However, here tonight, I am here to inform you that I was wrong. In the way of growth, sometimes you meet people at different paces from you. In my books, the wise butterflies are the ultimate stage. They support and guide those learning to spread their wings. The teachers I had the privilege of having throughout my high school career are that pedagogue of this. They dedicated their time to make sure I feel included and seen. They gave me the tools for me to be able to succeed, and I will be forever more grateful for it. However, if you allow me, I would like to thank two particular people who have provided me with everything for the past 4 years. Two souls, two butterflies, who opened the doors of their home and their hearts without hesitation when I expressed my dreams as a 13-year-old, and who know I have the privilege of calling my dad and my mom. Tío Mario, esa niña a la que le abriste las puertas de tu casa hace 4 años y se graduó. Y todo es gracias a ti. Tía Rorris, sé que no te gusta que te llame así, pero esa niña que te siguió hace 4 años y a la que viste crecer, hoy está aquí y todo gracias a ti. Gracias a ambos. In April 2023, I titled a list on my journal, things I would like to do. Things such as learning fluent German and skydiving. But also a bullet point I get to go check off tonight when I get home. The Valedictorian, Salutatorian, and graduate with honors. Tonight, I am here to honor all of those fellow butterflies who are not able to make it this far. Tonight, I get to go home and check out the box, but I cannot help but think of those little souls who have been stripped away from their aspirations and dreams recently and throughout the years. If there is something that I would like you to get out of this speech, is that it only takes time for a worm to metamorphosize. Wings so steady and strong grow when you feed yourselves aspirations and goals. It's when you fight for what is right that you get far. It is when you believe in yourself and in your dreams that you start going high. So tonight, my fellow classmates, class of 2025, I hope we'll decide to go home and write in our journal, I did it. I hope we'll go grow wings and we start flying against the turbulent currents of the wind. Thank you.
Thank you, Fern. Every year, the senior class chooses a guest speaker. The class of 2025 to speak tonight. Please welcome her to the podium.
Yes, this is going to be my 15 minutes of fame, and I'm glad it's for this and not something embarrassing like going viral for getting stuck to the toilet on an airplane or something weird like that. So enjoy this next 15 minutes. I know I will. First, I'd like to say thank you to the class of 2025 for asking me to speak at your graduation. It is truly an honor. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tammy Gitzler, and I'm the secretary here at Elmira High School. Fun fact, I have worked at all 3 schools at the exact same time as this graduating class. First, at the Elmira Elementary, the year that this class started kindergarten. Next, at Fernridge Middle School, the year they started 6th grade. And then, at Elmira High School, just in time to welcome these kids as freshmen. So for some of these students, I have watched them grow for the past 13 years, and I've enjoyed seeing all of the milestones. So let's take a walk down memory lane and see if I can jog a few moments from your memory banks. It started at Bolton Hill Soccer Field, where we were playing bunch ball, PB. The coach said that the ball was a cupcake, and you wanted the cupcake, and you didn't want anyone to take the cupcake away from you. It was so much fun to watch all of you play your little hearts out. But in 3rd grade, that's when soccer got really exciting. All of the TSP sports were fun to watch: t-ball, baseball, soccer, every year. Crazy how fast it went. You started on the small PB fields with the tiny little nets, and then next the medium fields, and jumped all the way up to the big fields with huge nets for 4th and 5th grade. Elementary school was filled with great teachers, half of them here, and staff. Each day seemed to bring new things to learn and do, like making green eggs and ham on Dr. Seuss Day. In 2nd grade, did you often walk with Miss Pepworth to the city park and the library? Or did you make cool animal dioramas for Miss Herbert? Can you remember watching the live Eagle Cam in Miss Latham's class? Or Sluggo Readathon? Remember the Halloween parades? The kinders would start us off, and each grade level would join as you walked past the classroom until the whole school was walking in a giant circle in the gym. In 4th grade, we put on the best Lewis and Clark play, costumes and all, for Miss Lewis. Or did you do the Oregon Trail simulation with Mr. Gill and make Johnny cakes at the Nita? In 5th grade, you wrote about making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and then tried to make the sandwich exactly how you wrote it down, even if you forgot to write "open the jar." Can you remember how many rubber bands it took to split a pumpkin in half? Everyone loved recess and PE. Do you remember the crazy pacer test? Did you ever beat the pacer test? I know a couple kids who ran so many laps the staff stopped counting. At Benita Elementary, students could run laps and collect little plastic feet. I heard that quite a few of you had quite the collection. At Elmira, once you were big enough, you might have played on the giant log. The thing was only a couple feet off the ground, but that darn thing caused more trips to the health room than all of our other playground equipment combined. We went on so many field trips. We went to the pumpkin patch, where some of you picked pumpkins so big you could bear. Sweet Creek Falls, the Portland Zoo, OMSI, the wave pool at OSU, and even the Newport Aquarium. There were so many assemblies, storytellers, musicians, hula hoop pros, and more. Do you remember Ned, the yo-yo artist, and Sluggo? They would come almost every year. And then both Benita and Elmira would put on a talent show. I heard about an epic lightsaber battle that happened at Benita, and I saw some beautiful hula dancing and an awesome glow-in-the-dark rock band at Elmira. 5th grade is where things got really exciting. The big science fair, were so many creative projects, and then the 5th grade track meet. You trained for weeks. Everyone ran before school, at recess, and at lunch. And the day that Elmira and Benita met at the high school to compete was truly epic. Your hard work really showed, and I could barely believe how fast you all were. Quite a collection of ribbons. 5th grade ended with you going to outdoor school. I watched you with all of your big smiles as you met your camp counselors for the first time. The counselors were all twice as tall as you, but equally excited to meet you as you were to meet them. Middle school was a big change. You all looked so scared that first day. You had 6 different teachers, and you had to move to 6 different classrooms. You all got lockers around the library, And funny how in 6th grade, nobody wanted that top locker, it was just too tall. The older students were much taller than you. At least you had your own lunchtime without the big kids. The music program was amazing. Students had band or choir, and you guys did a concert twice a year. But PE at the middle school was quite intense, with daily warm-ups and workouts, plus new games every week or so. Do you remember the dreaded monthly mile run? I always got 10 times the helper visits on that day. The middle school dances were great. I loved seeing you all jump around, screaming every word to Take Me Home Country Road and YMCA, probably 4 times in one night. I couldn't figure out how they knew all the words to such old songs until somebody told me it's all about the memes. Fun times for sure, but the night never ended without at least a couple girls in tears and the boys clueless to what went on. 7th grade started out great. You all moved to the lockers in the commons and now shared lunch with the 8th graders. The favorite classes were science with Miss Davis or band and choir with Mr. Siegel. But 7th grade came to a screeching halt in March of 2020. And you all spent the rest of the year doing paper packets at home, or not. It was nice when I got to see you through your car window when your mom drove you through to pick up the next week's homework packet. 8th grade, I was just weird. You came back to school, but just 2 days a week. Only half of you at a time. You were either A block or B block. There was no mixing of cohorts, and you were stuck in your classroom, and the teachers did the moving around. At lunch, you were stuck at your table, 6 feet apart. Most of the fun was put on hold, but you all seemed really happy to see some of your friends. I guess some friends were better. Your class was mostly lucky. COVID only sideswiped you. You didn't really miss any of the major milestones in your school career. You even had an 8th grade promotion, but the ceremony was cut in half. Half of the 8th graders one night and the other half the next night. This is high school, quick version. Freshman year, new teachers, too many wonderful teachers to mention here. New classes, masks for 1 more year, 2 semesters of future success to get you off to a good start. The sophomore year in high school, you kicked it into high gear. You got Joel Smith as your new vice principal and AD. And with that, every student got an ally in their corner. You all played sport after sport after sport, and you settled in with all of your amazing teachers and powered through those tough core classes. Junior year, you got Sydney Vandekar as our new principal. And things got a lot more fun. Great teachers still, a few more electives. Everyone seemed to have a group they felt welcome in. Maybe it was art, or band, or drama, or even the shop classes. Homecoming week, you stepped it up. My favorite spirit day was the pink out day and the special celebration you did for Miss Saint that year. She really loved that. Senior year, you were all in. Senior sunrise, were you overboard with the window paint? Even slithering under a locked gate to get to the window on the back of the gym. The year started with some new teachers and coaches, but the same great school. You all played like champions through all of your sports seasons. The wrestling tournament was amazing. Every match was a thrill. I heard the softball team sang our national anthem a cappella because the other team's coach didn't want to bother. I was so proud. Your leadership team, you know who you are, this year was on the next level. And everyone put it into high gear for homecoming week, the parade, spirit days, and the game and the dance. The other great moments were pool clubs with friends, powder puff football, rough and tough volleyball, senior prom, and kicking butt in your AP testing, colorful senior pranks, and a game that must not be named. Some of you ended the school year going to outdoor school, but this time you were the camp counselors, twice as tall as the fifth graders, but once again, just as excited to meet them as they were to meet you. Tuesday, your last day at school, you all met up at the Senior Rock to watch the sunset and be together for the last time as high school students. It was a crazy night, but it brought you all closer together, and yes, I forgive you. What an epic time it's been, and I hope you remember it all. If I have missed any of your favorite moments, please take some time later tonight and share those memories with your family and friends. We all hope you look back on your high school days fondly. But if in 20 years you still consider high school the best years of your life, you are doing life right. You all have unlimited potential and can make your life anything you want to with hard work and a goal you never give up on. Okay, to be honest, adulting is not always fun or easy, but there are so many worthwhile things and rewarding moments to look forward to. It doesn't all happen at once. Take little steps and be proud of each goal you achieve. Let me give you a little hint on finding true joy. The most important thing in life, what's important are the people in your life, the relationships you keep. So I pray you all find joy in your family, your friends, your coworkers, and someday maybe even a spouse or life partner, and I hope kids of your own. My boys, Cody and Ethan, are the most precious thing in my life, and I'm sure your families would say the same thing about you. I hope you can experience that someday. I can tell you, life is truly an adventure, but it's not the destination that matters, it is the journey that really counts. You can make life whatever you want it to be. It doesn't have to fit into anybody else's mold. You can define success for yourself. Some of you might be headed to a 4-year university for a specific career, or maybe to continue playing the sport you love while earning a degree. Others might be going to a community college, a trade school, military. Still others might just find a job, make money, and work your way to the top. Whatever you do, I hope you find something that brings you joy. I've heard it said that if you love what you do, you will never work a day in your life. And I can confirm that's true. In closing, let me say, I may have been a small part of your lives, but this class, you, the class of 2025, you have been a huge part of my life, and I feel very blessed to have known you. You will be missed. Congratulations, well done, and good luck with whatever comes next.
With help from her classmates, because they had to give her everything, put together the class of 2025 slideshow. But before we start, I have to find my phone turn on the music. So what I'm gonna say is great job in LA, and we know that you were patiently prodding people, and by patient, I'm doing an air quote, because those of you who are being prodded, it probably didn't feel very patient. So anyway, I wanna say thank you for all of your hard work and for everyone who helped us put that together. Now, yes, we can clap. Now I'd like to invite Jay Thor Myers, our valedictorian, to the stage. To share some of his memories and thoughts about the future.
Good evening, everyone. I know the best thing standing between you getting to cross the stage and leave it as a high school graduate. so I'll try to keep this as short and meaningful as I can, but I have a lot of people. Before anything, I need to thank all of the educators here at Elmira for their tireless work to get us all here today. Each and every one of you contributed a piece to the whole of our education, building and shaping us not only as learners, but also as people. Your value cannot be overstated, and your work can never receive enough praise and recognition. Again, thank you. To all of the families and friends that came out tonight to show your support for this senior class, I thank you. And I am sure that your students thank you too. Your presence is meaningful and impactful. The love you show and the pride you have in your graduate is invaluable. We all appreciate you being here. I want to thank our principal, Sydney Vanderkar, and our vice principal, Joel Smith, for being fun and fantastic people that play off each other just the way two principals should. Your offices always felt welcoming, and you were always able to make time for Fern and I to meet with you to discuss and plan leadership projects or answer any number of questions we had. You are so kind, and I am forever grateful that it is the two of you that run EHS. Thank you for the district that we don't typically think of or see. Our superintendent, Gary Carpenter, and all those in the district office, the classified staff, the board, and any others working or volunteering to keep our schools running and operational. Thank you. I would like to take this time to express some of my more personal gratitude as well. I could make this an hour-long speech, giving thanks to all of those deserving of it, and I know everyone would love to hear me do so. But I'll try to keep it a little shorter than that. Forgive me if you aren't named specifically, I probably still appreciate it. First of all, I want to recognize Fern and Araya. You were right there with me in high-level courses, looking deeper, pushing farther, and wanting to achieve the most we possibly could. Both of you are outstanding people, and I have nothing but the utmost respect for you and what you each have accomplished. And to continue, Fern, you are the best co-pres and co-representative I could have asked for. I was thankful for any time we got to work together because of your kindness, dependability, and any time I didn't have the answer, I knew you did. I'm lucky to have you as a friend. Mrs. Wright-Rendon, Mr. Hart, Mr. Best, each of you allowed me to stay late in your classes. You put up with my incessant questioning, and you always helped me understand the content at a deeper level. You are amazing teachers, and I do not take the time I spent in your classroom for granted. Of course, this speech wouldn't have been complete without a thank you to those closest to me and most impactful on my life. So first of all, my beautiful girlfriend, Sophie. You have been by my side for everything these past 3 years and have grown with me through it all. You are my best friend, and without you, high school would have been dreadful and boring most days. I am so grateful that you are in my life and that we get to go on to the next stage of our life. Mom, Dad, thank you both for everything. I wouldn't be who I am today without the two of you. You always supported me in everything, but you always pushed me and challenged me to do my best. You taught me the importance of education and hard work early on, and it is because of you that I have been as successful as I have been. I can't imagine my life without the both of you in it, and I cannot possibly thank you enough for raising me the way you did. I love you guys. And finally, I want to say the most important personal thank you for last, Mrs. Nelson. I am so fortunate to have had you as a teacher. So I've had a teacher like you for every year of my school. After starting with you in that first journalism class, you became my go-to teacher for everything. You helped me with so many essays and my college applications, checking my work to make sure I was being the best writer I could be. Except for the speech, because I wanted to surprise you with it. So please forgive me for the many mistakes I've probably made. Your willingness to always provide feedback infinitely benefited my abilities as a writer. You instilled confidence in me to step up as a leader for Falcon News early on, and you always encouraged me to have confidence in my own work and abilities. Knowing how much you believe in me makes me believe in myself. You are the kind of the teacher that the world needs, so thank you for being the teacher, for being my teacher, and being more than that, thank you for being my friend. involves something personal. This is the largest group I've ever had to speak in front of and be personal with, and I have to apologize that you are soon to be the largest group I will ever cry in front of too. When I first began brainstorming this speech, I had hundreds of ideas of things I wanted to say. But once I really thought about it, I realized that the things I wanted to say might not be heard by all of you here tonight. I may be a valedictorian. I may be recognized for my hard work and achievements in learning. I may be given a platform to speak to you today. But the second I wish to bring up any divisive issue, the issues that I am truly passionate about as someone who cares, so that you may turn your attention elsewhere and cease to care that I am speaking. Today, I had originally considered addressing the ongoing genocide in Gaza or the steps toward fascism and or how, as Americans, there is a growing gap in our understanding of how the government works. Or maybe the constant discrimination toward human beings, people just wanting to exist as themselves, immigrants, people of color, the LGBTQIA+ community, and any others who bring diversity to our nation. Or even the reason I decided I was going to pursue it as an environmental attorney, because of the continuing degradation of the environment that will soon make it impossible for future generations to sustain themselves without serious consequences. Some of you here would care to listen. But if you care to listen to the topics that I care about, then I probably wouldn't need to make that speech. And if my job has to be to convince you to care about these very serious topics, well, it's hard to convince people to care about anything in this world. For those of you who do care, thank you for not taking the easy and simple path. But when I was thinking about those 100 different things I could speak on, and the current climate in which we live, I was torn between making this speech an angry rant or a sentimental reflection on the community I know we have as students. Something that I know the graduates and staff in front of me do care about, and something everyone, the life and legacy of Deborah St. Clair, a beloved and longtime educator at DHS. We all called her Miss Saint, and the Miss was important. She was quick to remind us that she was happily single since 2001. She planned to retire after teaching this year. Because of that, I was expected to see her on the stage, giving a speech to send us off, while we would all celebrate her going off to enjoy her well-deserved retirement. I thought we would be leaving high school with one of the best teachers I ever had, and one of the greatest people I had the honor of looking up to. But Miss Saint passed away shortly before the year began, after enduring her second battle with cancer. For those of us who are lucky enough to know Miss Saint, facing cancer never changed who she was. She kept her sense of humor and remained lively and optimistic, always looking forward, always ready to live her day to the fullest. Miss Saint never lost her passion for teaching. When she initially received her diagnosis 2 years ago, she was actually happy that it was right before the summer, so she could try to make a quick recovery and return by the start of the next school year. Her health didn't improve like we had all hoped, and she was only able to visit and be honored at her breast cancer awareness Spirit Day. I think that was the most spirited day at DHS I've ever seen. There wasn't any direction you could look without being completely blinded by pain. That was one of my favorite days as a faculty. I think that was the last time I spoke with her too. She was still as energetic and as joyous as ever, and she was happily no longer single. I always admired Miss Saint's love for the world, her love for the dancing and music, her love for education. To face adversity and tragedy with such bravery and a smile, I hope each of us here can all live our lives a little bit more like that, a little bit more like her. Now you have the honor of being the largest group of people I've ever tried to find. I want to quickly take a moment to thank our senior class president, Melanie, for providing these yellow ribbon pins to every graduate in our class to honor Miss Saint. That meant a lot to me, and I know Miss Saint would have loved it. I also want to recognize all of the additional work Ballet did putting together these gift bags, the senior slideshow, the pranks, and traditions to make senior year that much more memorable for each of us. Thank you, Melanie. To the class of 2025, and all of those who wish to listen. Love your life like this saint loved hers. Find your passions in the singular existence we are fortunate enough to have, and don't be afraid to chase those passions down. We all have different paths to take, crossroads. Some of us reach the end of our path before we expect. Don't take the steps along the way for granted. Welcome the opportunities that come to you and make the most of them. No matter who you are or what career in life you pursue, I urge you to never stop learning and growing. It is the human endeavor to find meaning and purpose in your life, and then make the most of it. It may be profound, or it may be one person at a time, but we can all make change, spread compassion, and make every moment we share worth it. So, as Miss Saint once said, life is an adventure. Please have a good one.
Please welcome to the stage, and really this is the moment you've been waiting for, our senior class president, Mele Tatura, and senior class vice president, Garrett Summers, who will read the names of the graduates.
Nolan Dean Johnston.
Jaden Henry Quinn.
Grace Marie Manley.
Isabella Pia Tatura.
Ananda Elaine Puff.
Owen Michael Booth.
Evan James Booth.
Kaylee Rayanne Eden.
Kiara Lynn Pierce.
Maria Fernanda Valle Arbizu.
Lily Ann Dalebout.
Dylan Seamus Carney.
Aubrey Taylor Flowers.
Kalisha Bobby Baldry.
Keelan Edward Hecker.
Katie Ann Kilcullen.
Hannah Marie Humphrey.
Eason Lee Scott.
J. Thor Myers.
Sophia Grace Stout.
Brady James Story.
Ethan Edward Hutzler.
Jaden
Josie Marie Robbins.
Brooke Lee Davis.
Allison Rose Davis.
Layla Mackenzie Burgess.
Ariana Deanne Marie Kay.
Tyler Alec Colwell.
Zane Allen Clemmer.
Araya Lorraine Price.
Lucas Coleman Fowler.
Christian Warren Keggy.
Randy Robert Johnson.
Elizabeth Marie Ridout.
Jasmine Marie Doss.
Johnny Ray Ruby.
Hayden Nathan Boggs.
Jaden Marie Euler.
Zachary Michael Phil.
Theodore Nova Turner.
Mia Jean Hernandez.
Madison Claire Payne.
Addison Geiger.
Ethan Robert D'Agostino.
Andrew John Bartram.
Akila Lisa Buckland.
Shahaley Lane Rogers.
Alexis Avila Keeney.
Morgan Riley Hansen.
Nasias James Stevenson.
Kenneth Flowers.
Alexandra Rain.
Mason Emily Thompson.
Ricardo Lee Cervantes.
Jose Miguel Chavez.
Ayana Lynn Renfro.
Darian Ray Hedgehog.
Jaron Mark Hartley.
Morgan Lee Oldie.
Coronado Valle.
Jacob Dennis Bradley.
Gabriel Isaiah Galaviz.
Kainoa Michael Harwood.
Liam Patrick McGuire.
Jude Lamar Carmen.
Jennifer Jean Lang.
Lindsay Marie Cadwallader Cordell. Phoenix Victor Miller.
Tyler Glenn Johnson.
Wyatt Wayne Carpenter.
Logan Toshio Renazia.
Bella Amor Puglisi.
Madison Marie Ginter.
Hayden Hayes Herbert.
Gavin Allen Coulter.
Lady Vasquez Rodriguez. Olivia Ann Kaminsky.
Garrett Austin Summers.
Malay Sia Tatura.
Okay, we've come to that time where, hang on, don't turn the page. In a moment, we'll celebrate them. I need you to stay seated. I do know it's hot. We're gonna let them out. I told them to keep going until they saw daylight. So you're gonna find them outside somewhere. Hopefully you talked about them before you got here. So, here we go. You ready? Please stand. As principal of Elmira High School, I attest that the graduates have met the requirements from the Fernridge School District, the state of Oregon, and Elmira High School, and present to you the Elmira class of 2025.